Live every moment true to life with True Capture technology, only from Canon.
So Mark Wharton, here you are standing in front of a display saying Pack2Go, the mobile concierge, but you own another business called POIDB. Tell me, what does POIDB mean?
POIDB basically stands for Points of Interest Database. It's a website that stores geographical data, points of interest right around Australia. So anything from accommodation right through to restaurants, through to parks, boat ramps, speed cameras, anything you name it, it's probably in POIDB. Okay,
so how is that delivered then to clients or to the industry, or how do people actually use POIDB?
Well, POIDB is just basically a website, and the members go onto the website and they basically provide the data for us, which we then supply the data back to them. So commonly there would be people who are travelling and they might go on a place, see great things to do, go into POIDB, add this data into the database, and then later on other people will be consuming that data, so when they go there they know what to do.
Okay, then how does that link across to Pack2Go? Because that's a pretty impressive name, isn't it? Pack2Go, the mobile concierge. Tell me a bit about that.
Well, the problem with POIDB is we basically had the website, and that was basically it. So we could see that all these other platforms were evolving, especially in the mobile space, and we wanted to start something there. So rather than actually do it through POIDB, we created another entity called Pack2Go, and Pack2Go is basically the platform for POIDB. So data is basically pushed into Pack2Go, which is things to see around a local area, and that's how it would work.
So this is me wandering around the outback or wandering around the Blue Mountains or wherever in New South Wales or wherever in Australia, and I've got my iPhone with me or I've got my iPad with me, and I can actually access data about things to do, places to go, restaurants, shops. That's the sort of data you've got on there.
That's exactly right.
So the options I've got are, I can either do the research on POIDB before I leave home, and then when I'm mobile, I use Pack2Go. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly right. So, yeah, POID is basically a very good search. It is a very good platform that you can sit down and research the location that you want to go to. And Pack2Go is that thing that when you're actually there in the location and you want to use it, that's great. It basically sits on your iPhone.
Well, I think it's time to have a look at both Pack2Go and POIDB and look at some of the pages.
Yeah, sure.
So Mark, in terms of Pack2Go, now if I was going to Burke, how would I actually use it?
Okay. So you'd fire up the application and you'd come up to the front screen here. When you're at the front screen, you'd have some images that you can slide through and to have a look at. It also gives
those are really strong images, though, aren't they? I mean, these are powerful shots.
Yeah, that's right. And these are images that the Visitor Information Centre can update over time. So they might have some seasonal type.
So they can go in and update them.
Absolutely. So they go through. So they might have a festival or something coming up, and they can replace a couple of pictures with something for that season. The first thing you would do is you go into the Visit Burke app, and the Visit Burke app would just give you information about the area. So again, this is content which is controlled by the Visitor Information Centre. It would have images, it would have text, it could have submenus. Those submenus can go to, for example, maps. In this case, we've got a map of Burke for you to have a look at. They can go to galleries. They can also go to video files as well. So in this case here, it's probably not a good one to demo, but you can go link to a YouTube video.
So this is a bit of a revolution for the travel industry in a sense, isn't it? Because of the immediacy of somebody either being able to research before they leave and then being able to use Pack2Go as a tool when they're actually in the destination, in this case Burke, and finding out the best things to do and actually seeing high quality video clips, high quality images on their iPad or on their phone.
Yeah, and then the other benefit is what they do is they can have locations and where they'd have an audio file. So for example, you can be sitting at the location like the Weir and select the audio file and then listen about the story about how the Weir was built and how it was
it's live history, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And it's live quality history because obviously the background to the history is researched effectively and accurately, so you're not depending on a tour guide that might be spinning you a yarn. This is actually real stuff.
That's right, and this information is coming from the authority of the destination. So in this case, the Visitor Information Centre are the ones that are putting this information.
So what if I don't know where I want to go and I want to sort of get some tips or ideas, places to stay, things to do? Is there something that I can use as an explorer explore type facility on the site or on the apps?
Yeah, no, definitely, you got it right. So you basically hit the Explore button down the bottom here. It would then bring up the categories that the Visitor Information Centre would like you to look at.
Okay.
So if we look at Burke for this case, they'd have anything from accommodation, attractions, sporting, right through to restaurants, shopping, parks, even services. So by then drilling down, if I drill down on accommodation, I can then see a list of all the accommodation outlets. I can then select them on the map and basically view them on the map.
So it actually takes you to the map as well and shows you where they are on the map.
Exactly right. And then if you're actually looking and drilling down to one accommodation outlet, you can then get directions from your current location.
I was going to ask you, so it can actually tell you how to get there from your current location. No blues with your wife in the car, out arguing over maps anymore. Right. No trying to switch on the GPS and it won't find where you are and all that stuff. It's actually working from your app.
It's all definitely in there.
So if travellers or people, might be in the industry or travellers, whoever they are, want to find out more information on POIDB and on Pack2Go, where would they go for that information?
Yeah, I think the best thing they can do is they can either go to poidb.com to have a look and see what sort of information we have there, or go to the Pack2Go.com website and actually have a look at the solution, the apps that we're currently building, and some of the screens of how they look and so forth.
So they would download the app then for a particular area they're going to into their mobile device.
Exactly right. So at this stage we have 8 apps, or we're in the process of building 8 apps for various pockets around New South Wales, but that will grow over time.
Well, Mark, thanks for your time today. I think my next step is to get my iPad out and go and download some apps and go and discover some of the places that you're going to reveal to me.
No, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.